Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Vandebilt Catholic got a huge win in round 2 of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association Division II Select Playoffs against Carver on Friday night. They'll be going out to Lake Charles for round 3 this week. Had the opportunity to talk to head coach Brian Wallace, what he had to say about the win and about this Friday night.
Coach, so good to have you here with us. How are you doing? And tell us a little bit about what the weekend was like after that big win.
We're doing great. We just got back to work on Saturday. Got the kids in here. Obviously, we lift and watch film and just got our mentally and physically prepared for practice on Thanksgiving, which is a blessing.
Talk a little bit about the game. Did it play out like you thought it would? Obviously, you watched film on Carver all week, and there are certain things you tried to achieve along the way. You got out to a point where you could have a running clock, quite honestly, in this one. So talk about a little bit of the ebb and flow of the game and how you thought it played out.
Yeah, I thought that the kids executed the game plan very well. We came out, started fast. Obviously, we wanted to receive the football because I felt offensively we wanted to start fast. And, we scored on our first 7 possessions of the ball game, which was very pleasing to see. And then defensively, I thought we did a good job in taking the ball away. We had 6 takeaways in the game. So we were able to really neutralize with their run game, which we thought they did very well. And then when they tried to throw it, we were able to, get 3-4 interceptions, which was very pleasing. And I thought we did a really good job on special teams in terms of creating advantageous field position. And really, I think they got some dangerous returns, and we did a good job covering those guys and getting them down. So very pleased with how well the kids executed the game plan. I thought the coaches did a great job with our preparation for the weekend showed Friday night.
I was about to ask you a question, but I'm actually not going to ask you a question. I'll let you sort of finish the statement. I was going to say this is a step up in competition this upcoming week with Lake Charles College Prep. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes. Lake Charles College Prep is a very good program. Obviously, they have a season where they're 9-2. They're doing very well. They have some really good athletes. I think they're very well coached. And I think that they do a good job executing their game plans week in and week out. So I think it's going to probably be one of our tougher matchups of the year, one that I know that our kids will be prepared for.
We talked about commonality, finding that, those teams on your schedule that may have had some commonality. There's not a whole lot. We're talking about a team that's way out in West Louisiana, although you did play Sulphur early on, just not a lot of things to compare it to, right?
No, we kind of looked at their schedule. The only thing really that was really close was maybe their St. Louis Catholic game, because St. Louis Catholic played Sulphur earlier in the year and beat them. So that was really kind of the only comparison. Obviously know some coaches in that area and in the Lafayette area who they played, so got to talk with them and everything like that. But really, other than that, there's really no common denominators.
Talk about the health of your team. It looked like it was all good and smooth sailing, and you've had a chance to play some younger kids, quite honestly, on Friday night. Are you healthy?
Very healthy. For going in for, a quarterfinal game, all of our starters are 100% and ready to go. And I know I always say it, but I just can't say enough about our athletic trainers and our strength coaches, and I think that's a big reason for the health of our team.
Also, talk a little bit about the situation of where you play. If I'm not mistaken, Lake Charles College Prep does not have their own stadium. They sort of are a nomad team that just looks and finds places. Do y'all know anything yet?
Not yet. Hopefully to find out today. I know the chances are that we're going to hopefully play at Sam Houston High School. They played there. They've played at Westlake, a couple games at Eunice. So waiting to hear word on today. Obviously it'll all be in the Lake Charles area. So we have an idea, but we'll hopefully have some definites later this afternoon.
And speaking of, obviously, Lake Charles Prep, who is that team that we all have our eyes on, what is it? What do they do well? If I'm going out there to Lake Charles to watch you guys play them, not so much about you, because we know what you guys do well. What do they do well?
Offensively, they run the ball really well. They have a really good athlete. Number one, he's a running back, wide receiver, probably from my understanding, one of the fastest kids in the state. I think he's a 2-time track champion. And they use in multiple ways. They line them up at slot receiver, they line them up at quarterback, at running back. They're very diverse in their offense, but they want to establish the run game. They have a big offensive lineman, left tackle, and they have some good athletes. So that's what they want to do. And then they'll mix in obviously some play action passes. They have good athletes out wide. So we have to go in and we have to stop the run game. Defensively, they play a lot of cover one. They're athletic at defensive back. They got some twitchy guys on the defensive line at linebacker. So they want to create some havoc in the backfield. So we got to be able to, establish our run game, have some ball control, continue to move the chains. And then we got to win our one-on-ones on the perimeter at wide receiver. It's going to be some good matchups. And then special teams wise, they're very solid. But I talked to them. That's where it's got to be advantage tiers in the special teams with the way we cover. We got to be able to create some advantageous opportunities in field position on Friday night.
You mentioned it. It's always good to be playing during Thanksgiving if you're a high school program in the state of Louisiana. Congratulations on the success this far, and we certainly wish you luck on Friday night.
Thank you, Stan. I greatly appreciate it, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Vandebilt going to be at Lake Charles Prep this Friday. E.D. White going to be at St. Charles Catholic. Got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.